Hi Aries, welcome to your love reading for the month of January. Let's hurry up and get into it. I have a massage client, so I'm going to try my best. I always say it and then I don't do it, but I'm going to try my best to get this reading done quickly. Okay, you always say before I start my readings, this is for entertainment purposes only. There's so many people watching online, so many energies, so there could be different stories that I could be picking up. So if you want something more catered to your energy and for your situation, please DM me. I have all my information there in the description box if you want a personal reading. So right now, the cards that I just pulled out is going to be the energy of your situation. And also, this is something I want to share with you guys if you haven't noticed already. When you listen to these readings, especially when they're on YouTube or collective readings, I've noticed that there are times where if I'm speaking about the other person and then you're hearing the situation and you go, at any point where you go, that actually sounds like me, then take it for that. Then that's meant for you. If you know that's your energy. That's why I'm saying the energy is so fluid, so it could be, it's such a mind fuck, guys. It's just, just know what belongs to you, and just leave the rest, okay? So before I got this reading started for you guys, I was acting. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't had my coffee yet. I was asking Spirit what energy is going on with my Aries right now when it comes to love. And I heard this song. It's called Over by Lucky Day. If you guys want to go ahead and take a listen to it. But that's the song that I heard. It's a very back and forth energy. I mean, the song explains most of it, but it's just this energy of someone kind of in and out of your life. Someone who 1 minute they're like, let's do this, and the next they pull back. Or one day they see you, so this is for someone specific, maybe they see you online, you're living your best life, and then they want to come in and get a piece of that. Like, oh, what is my Aries doing? I want to be a part of it. So very back and forth. I don't really like it. And it could be the other way around. Maybe you guys may be feeling like, I don't know, I just feel this non-committal energy where whether it be you or them, I'm just going to say one side because this is going to get confusing if I do that. But like I said in the beginning, you take whatever energy belongs to you. But there is someone here that is in a non-committal place. Okay? So this person likes to be in on the fun. They want to be around for the fun times. But when it comes down to actually stepping up and making a commitment with you, they don't do it. And I feel like you guys are fed up. I feel like you guys are no longer allowing them to come in and out in your lives anymore. There's something that's happened. There is some type of revelation. I heard Spirit say some kind of, I don't know, I heard the word inclining, like some type of, like something just woke up inside of you. You found yourselves. You found your worth. You know, it's so crazy. After all these I just feel like this is like everyone's fucking energy. What is going on? Because I feel a lot of my collective, and when it comes to love, you guys are no longer taking shit anymore. When it comes to settling for a partner, when it comes to settling for someone who's not reciprocating the same energy that you have been giving out. I swear this has been almost every reading that I've been doing, and I absolutely love it. At first I thought to myself, man, am I just carrying this energy in every reading? But the cards are just blatantly just stating it, that you guys are in a new place mentally. You guys have healed, or you guys are still healing. And you guys are stripping away the things that no longer serve you, the people that no longer serve you, the circumstances, the job. This is the year of the horse. I have to look. I don't remember what the year of the horse is about, but I absolutely love the Chinese zodiac. As much as horoscope is pretty on point, I feel like when it comes to the Chinese zodiac, it's scary on point. So if you guys want to look that up, if you guys are interested, look into it, because last year was the year of the snake. I'm a snake. So that had to do with so much shedding. And it makes sense into this reading. The shedding away of old things. So that is what last year was about. So now it's almost like the last of it. I feel like the last gunk, you know, when you're like washing dishes and you gotta wash it a couple of times because you got that grease. It's like just that little bit that's left. You just gotta like get that Dawn soap and get in there and get the rest of it out, because it can't, you know, you're not gonna use a cup like that, are you? No. So if you want spirit to fill your cup with something better, something good, you want to clean that bitch out. You want to clean it out. But there's someone here having this energy of not wanting to commit. It could also be you. It could also be that because you found this new part of you, this new mindset, that you're in a place where you possibly just probably not even looking for love right now. Probably wanting to just go out, have fun. This is something I tell a lot of my friends sometimes when they're like, whether they just got out of something serious or they're kind of, you know, feeling down. And I tell them, you know what's the best like the best confidence booster is just go out on dates. You don't gotta sleep with them. But if you want to, like, that's your business. You know, I'm not here to tell anybody what to do, what not to do. Just know that energetically it's not a good idea. But I'm also not saying not to do it, because you guys are going to live your lives however you want. And I'd be lying if I said I'd never done that before. Sometimes you just got to let loose and just kind of like go have fun, feel good about yourself, and, you know, go out there, flirt, have someone hit on you, have somebody buy your drink, buy your food, take you out to buy food. That's nice. And then I feel like a lot of people, especially women, tend to, especially during breakups, they want to do the whole woe is me, home eating the ice cream, being sad. Although that's very healthy to kind of, you know, purge out those feelings and cleanse yourself because you are sad. That's okay. But to be stuck in it, no, that's when you have to get them heels on, put that makeup on, put your face on, and go out there. Because I feel like the moment you have that reminder of like, oh shit, I still have it, or I'm still, you know, like, people still like me, I'm still attractive. And it's silly, right? But a lot of us women, we tend to do that. And then when we get reminded, we're like, oh, I'm okay. I'm going to be fine. After my last big breakup, that's what I did. And that was something I've never done before. I would always be super depressed. You know, I don't want to know about love. I don't want to talk about love. And there was just something inside of me that flipped, that I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to go out. I'm going to go have fun. I downloaded these dating apps, and I told myself, you know, nothing serious. I just want to, you know, see what's out there and go have fun. And that's what I did. And I had so much fun. It feels so nice to have someone treat you so nice and different and get you out of that funk, and to have that reminder that you still got it. There's more people out there. I think we get stuck on this scarcity mindset that because things didn't work out with that one person, that, oh, I'm going to be alone forever. I'm never going to find something. And you know what's crazy? Since I've been making the best decisions when it comes to dating for myself, once I started letting go of toxic men and just the letting go of the idea of that settlement, that like settling for bullshit, I started telling myself, no, I'm not settling for that. So what I started to do is, once I started seeing red flags in people, I knew when to cut them off now. I know when to cut them off now. And I've noticed, I was just having this conversation with my cousin the other day. I said, you know what I noticed though? Like, even though I haven't found my person yet, I've noticed since I started making these changes and being very selective about these men, is that each one has become better and better and better. Even though we haven't worked out, I believe my personal lesson was to be able to walk away when it was necessary. So once I saw that in that person, I'd be like, okay, And I'm talking about things like, I used to date men who settled for themselves. So, all right, we're going to get into this. So if you guys haven't heard me say this before, we attract what we are. When you're looking at someone and you see how they're treating you, they are a mirror of yourselves. And a lot of people don't want to hear that, because they don't want to hear, I'm not a cheater, or I didn't treat myself this way, or I'm not insecure. But you really have to look, how are you cheating yourself in life? How are you being insecure in your own life? And those things are being projected onto you because you guys are vibrating at the same level. So once you've passed that test, once you've realized, I'm no longer this thing, I'm no longer this cheater, the cheating myself and non-committal, I'm not committing in my own life, doing things for myself, that's why this guy won't commit to me, move on to the next one. Then you have your next lesson, move on to the next one. My point is, I've noticed that now that I've been doing that and being very, very mindful about the way someone is treating me, is how I treat myself. And once I start realizing I don't want to treat myself this way anymore, move on to the next one. So I've been noticing that every person that I've been coming across, and when I say better, like they treat me, it's like a little bit better, right? Or their lives are, like someone who has their shit together more, or, because in the past, not my last boyfriend, but the last guy that I was seeing for a while, I struggled with this one, like hard body. And it's funny because obviously we didn't work out, but I struggled with him because he was someone that I never saw myself being able to date this person. And it was my self-worth. That was my lesson with this person, is that I looked at this guy, I'm like, this guy is so amazing. Like, to the point where, like, I remember leaving his house one day. All right, I'm getting personal, y'all. You guys are getting the good information, okay? And this is all like stuff that Spirit was teaching me through all these years. I remember walking out his house one day to leave, to go to work. And I was sat in my car and I called my sister crying. And she's like, what's wrong with you? And I said, to this day, I can't believe I said this, but this is how I really felt. And people are out here really feeling this way about themselves. And I said, he's too good for me. He's not going to want me. She's like, Denise, what are you talking about? You're amazing. You deserve the world. Like, how, even just talking about it now, I feel like crying because I remember that emotion that I felt. Like, I really believed it. I really believed this shit. And I really struggled to be vulnerable with this guy because I felt like I didn't, like, he had his life together. He came from a good family. He made good money. And it's not about the money. It was just like someone who is like, that you would want as a partner. I really looked at this person like, this is my fucking, like, I really thought he was my husband. And I remember just crying in the car and just being like, he's too good for me. He's too good for me. And Spirit had to show me that that's something within myself. And it's funny because it turned out at the end that I was too good for him. Isn't that crazy how that works? And I'm not saying that I'm better than him or anything like that. It's just we weren't, Spirit was teaching me a lesson within that relationship. There was something inside of myself that I had to realize that I am worthy of love. And not only of love, but the love that I wanted. For me not to settle, to know that I could have a man like that. But then I had to see, more time spent with him, the communication wasn't there. If I brought something up, he would get a little loud with me or disrespectful, little things like that, to where the point where I've taught myself that he is a good person and he's someone I would want in my life, but would I want him as a husband? No. His characteristics when it came to how he did for himself, how he was committed to himself. And that was the issue. He wouldn't commit to me. And that forced me to look at my life and realize I never really committed myself to, all these great things that he had. It was because he made that commitment to himself to be a better person, whether it be in work, in his finances, stuff like that. I didn't do that for myself. So I go, you know what, Spirit? I get it now. I hear you. He's not it. It's time to walk away. Or at least not at this time. Whatever, Spirit knows what it's doing. And you know what? I've learned to just let go now. Because the people who want to be in your life and want to commit to you and be there, they will be when it's, you know, when spirit allows it to, when it's aligned, and letting go of that control, letting go of that need to, just to be in control of the outcome. You shouldn't have to beg someone to want to be with you. You shouldn't have to be like, here, I can do this, I can do that, I have this, I have all these. The person that's meant for you, they're going to see it. And they're going to take charge, I heard Spirit say. They're just going to take charge because they're going to see that value in you. And that's the type of person that you want. You want that person that's not going to let you just slip away. You know, I heard something so interesting yesterday. I was listening. I like watching random like YouTube shorts. And there was a guy on there. Forgive me if I'm not saying it the right way. But remember, at least for me, I'm an 80s baby. But back in the day, I remember Kmart specifically. We did this thing called layaway. It's kind of like today's Klarna, but with Klarna, they give you, you know, what you want, the object, material thing, and you pay it off, right? So back in the day, there was layaway. So layaway, like let's say I wanted this rock. Oh my God, this is an Indonesian, whatever, blessed rock, and I really want it, but I can't buy it right now. So what you did is you went to the back of Kmart, in the section of layaway, and you tell them, I have this, I really want to buy this, but I only have $10 right now. So you put up $10 towards it, and then you come in and you make payments towards it. Once you're able to pay it all off, then you can take it home. This man was saying, don't allow any man to put you on layaway. Any man who just, you know, oh, I'll put a little bit here and there. Whenever I have the time, whenever I have the money, I'll come and I'll put attention to it. I'll, you know, maybe one day I'll pick it up. And you know what happens sometimes with layaway? Sometimes they never come back for it. Even the time spent, even the money, the time, the effort that was spent on trying to get this, like, because this was the ultimate goal at one point. Sometimes people never come for it. This is for someone specific. Don't be tricked. Don't be led to think because someone does the bare minimum that there's going to be an outcome that you want or the outcome that you prefer. Don't allow these men, even women, don't allow women to do that to you. If someone can see your worth full-heartedly all the moment they look at you like, this is it, boom, they will come get you. You will not be confused. God is not a God of confusion. And that's what helped me walk away from this individual when it was time to walk away. God is not a God of confusion. Anyone who makes you think twice about where do we stand in this, they're not it. They're not it. I feel like with this individual, it's like they do everything when it's convenient for them. Isn't that funny? When they should be figuring out how to fit themselves in your lives, it's almost like I see somebody just hitting you up and being like, hey, when are you free so that, you know, because I'm free on this, let's do it, and let's do this, let's, you know. And it's almost at random. Like when you're just about to get over this person, when you're just about to be like, they haven't been around, I haven't heard from them, I guess they're just, you know, they're just gone, I guess now, they're on to the next one. Boom, they hit you up. And I almost see this false, what's the word? It just feels very like teasing, this teasing energy. And they say all these nice things to you. They make it sound like they can, for someone I heard, they can even, it's confusing because they almost even plan things with you, like for the future. So you're almost thinking to yourselves, okay, well, if they didn't see me in their lives in the future, why would they make this plan? Why would they say something about me meeting their mom? Why would they say something about us, you know, taking a trip somewhere? And then boom, they disappear. But you guys are starting to speak up. And whether it be that you literally speak up for yourselves and say something to them, or in silence. Silence can be really, really loud if you want it to be. And if you are to say something, Spirit is sharing with me, do not speak to them in a way where don't speak to them in an coming from an emotional place. What do I mean by that? You ain't giving me what I want. I don't know what's wrong with you. I don't know what's going on. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm gonna get better. I'm not gonna settle. You don't have to say all that. You don't have to say. You can be calm. You know, it makes me think of MJ Harris. If you guys, I love MJ. I've been listening to him for years. He is so funny. And he is a gay man who gives advice to straight women or just people in general about like love and how to deal with narcissists and teaching women how to react to these men who try to play these games with us, right? And he always says, never reply in an emotional way. Just be calm, cool, calm, and collected. And if I can remember, one of the things he says with the reply is just, oh, I'm sorry. He's just so, like, his mannerisms are so, he's like, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that you were interested in me. It's just, you know, you're not really consistent in your communication. So I just kind of assumed, you know, so I'm just kind of doing my thing. Never show them how you really feel. I'm not saying you can't be vulnerable with the person you love and care about. But until they show you that they're around for the long run, hold on to that. Baby, not everyone is allowed access to you. And I say this to everybody, even your home. Your home should be so sacred to you. The same way you're sacred about your home and you don't allow just anyone up in your bed, in your house. Treat your body like that. Treat your soul like that. Everyone shouldn't be allowed access to you because it's precious. And real men who actually want commitment, or a real woman or someone who wants real commitment with you, they'll see that and they'll honor it and they will respect it because that's what you want. Even though I kind of already know the energy of this person, can I see what, in the long run, what is this specific individual gonna, do for Aries? Oh my God. Well, I'm gonna sit to that. And the thing is, guys, this card can be taken in so many ways, but automatically it's not good for me. This energy is not good. This back and forth stuff. The actions will always speak louder than words. I don't care what they tell you. I don't care if they're talking about marriage and moving in and talking about future plans, meeting their family. I don't care what they say to you. If they're not doing it, it's because they won't. You know why people do this sometimes, guys? This is what breadcrumbing is. To keep you around. If I can do these little things to keep them around, I'll buy her flowers here and there. I'll take her out to eat so I don't seem like the asshole. But it's to keep you quiet It's to keep you around and to keep you guessing. It's like, I just heard you're like hanging by a thread. It makes me think of that commercial. Remember the guy with the fishing rod? And he's like, with the dollar bill. He's like, you got to be quicker than that. And the guy's like trying to catch it. Yeah, no, I don't like their energy. So, Spirit, is there someone new coming towards? Oh my gosh. Where'd the other one go? Here it is. Let's see. I'm going to take them because they all flipped out before, just like the first one. Yeah, there's some things that you guys have to heal from and go through before you... I feel like Spirit is saying that these things need to take place before this person comes in. And this is for someone specific. There may be for someone here, someone who is already around, who has feelings for you, but hasn't said anything yet. They're kind of in the, I don't know why I heard the word forefront. They're just around. But until these things have taken place, universe is not allowing this to happen just yet. Now, I'm not saying that for you guys to be like, I'm gonna go heal now and do all these things and because I want my person to come in. No, this is deep shadow work. This is looking at yourself, asking why things didn't work out, getting over the regret, like really getting over it, not just saying it, you know. And you're gonna get there. And when this person comes in, they're going, this is why this person can't come in just yet. I feel this new person that's gonna come in, your next love, it could be a forever love or a very long time love, I heard. The reason why you can't be with them yet is because energetically, vibrationally, you guys aren't on the same level. So it's not that Spirit is punishing you or trying to make you wait or delay. It's your own doing. Don't take that the wrong way. You just need to level up in intelligence and emotional intelligence. Spirit corrected me, I'm sorry. In emotional intelligence, healing. There's someone here, I heard, there's something that you guys put on the back burner, a project or something that you wanted to do, but because you allowed other distractions, this person, to kind of get in the way of your plans. Maybe you were planning to do something for yourself or that project, and maybe they hit you up and then they tell you, hey, let's go out and do it. And you put that thing down and you forget about it. And then 2 weeks go by and you're like, shit, I forgot. I was working on this thing, right? But this person distracted me. This person had to go so that you can dive deep within yourself to become this queen. And you know how I know this is your person? That was the last card, the King of Cups. The King and the Queen of Cups. So there's some healing that needs to take place. Spirit wants you to really think why the past relationships haven't worked. But also not to dwell on it. These things that you regret, the things that you've gone through, the situations, the situationships that you were in, had a lesson. So what was your lesson? Because once you've figured that out, you can be your best self. You can be the person who can be vulnerable, but also know how to set boundaries for themselves. And there's someone here, this is for someone specific. You were never truly vulnerable. You never truly showed yourself with these past people, and that's why it never worked out. And once you find that within yourself, that's when you find them. Because they are authentically themselves. You have to find that voice. I heard specifically Spirit say, I'm getting chills. Something about your voice. Something about not speaking your mind the way that you used to. I feel you guys kind of just shutting out. Oh, what would they think? What would they say if I say, oh, I sound crazy, I sound cringy? And it has to do with your project too. Are you guys into like, I don't know if you guys do like a podcast or been wanting to do a podcast or something where you're in the light where you want to speak out. Some type of leader. And I just heard this person's going to help you do that too. Very interesting. Very interesting. I never got that before in a reading. They are what you want to be in a person. I see it now. Oh my God. I don't know. I want to cry. It's like once you're able to find that part of yourself, they are already that. And it makes me think of that saying, you know, hang around people who you want to be like. Because it'll bring that into your life. You'll be able to manifest it more or faster. So this person is not only going to be the love of your life, but they're going to be that thing that you want to be for yourself. And the closer you are to that is when you get closer to them. Wow, guys, that was really beautiful. I love how that ended. I really wasn't expecting that. So thank you, Spirit, for that message. And I gotta let you guys go because my client's about to be here and I have to massage him for like 90 minutes. I'm taking a trip to Naples. I have this massage. So I do massage parties sometimes out of town. So I'm driving down to Naples with my son and my mom. I figured I'd make it like a little mini vacation for them. So I'll be doing readings there too as well and sharing some footage because apparently it's really beautiful out there. I've never been there, so I'll be doing that. But all right, I love you guys. I hope you have a good clearing of energies and a new mindset that's going to be coming to you guys very soon. Things are going to start making sense very soon for you if it hasn't yet. Okay? All right, guys. Love you.